On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 16, recorded live on January 26, 2015. My name is Matt Philly. Check me out on Twitter at MattPhilly.
My name's Matt Schaefer. You can check me out on Twitter at MSTechYT.
Oh, you don't seem too sure on that. Is that actually your
I had
Twitter?
to read it from the screen, actually, to be honest.
Awesome. Well, okay. Anyways, guys, this is crazy because this is the first ever episode of a repeat host, and this is also the first host ever of this season. So, very exciting.
Special.
Thanks for coming back, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having me back. It's so warm here.
So warm. It's just a happy family. That's what it is.
It is.
So, a couple of announcements before people try to kill me. Quickly, just to let you guys know. This episode, the queue is going to be behind one episode. So if you're supposed to be on episode 16, I'm sorry, you're going to be on episode 17-ish because there's so many fast passes. I have to actually go through and figure this out, and hopefully I can make the queue follow. But for now, these are going to be fast pass setups. And if you want to get your own fast pass, it's expensive, but I had to put up the price because people kept buying them. Perks.pimpmysetup.com. Go on over there. That's where you're going to do it. And soon enough, I will lower the price once I clear out that fast pass queue. Anything else? Oh, hey, thanks for 10,000 subscribers and things.
Woo!
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare a speech, but the tears, they're coming. No, seriously, though, thank you so much, guys. That's crazy. Soon enough, I'll be at Matt's level, though, of, what are you, 55,000 or something like that?
I'm actually 57.
Oh, I mean, you know, same thing, different number. So, okay, a little jealous.
You're gonna be here in no time, dude.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But anyways, something people always ask us to do is to show off the setup, the co-host setup. And for once, I'm actually gonna do that. So, Matt, I'm gonna show you pictures. Let us know what's going on here in your setup.
Okay. So, I don't know what picture you show first, so I don't actually know what they're looking at.
The faraway shot.
This is my desk. This is where I sit at and do stuff. Can you see my chair?
Yes.
Okay, so that chair is pretty recent. That's the Herman Miller Aeron.
Oh my god.
Picked it up really cheap, only $300 off Craigslist. I know, right? I was like, wow, I have to get that. And that's probably been my favorite addition, just because chair. And it's so much better than, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, laptop on the left, headphones on the right. In the middle, there's that centerpiece, which is a Corsair MM200 extended mouse pad. I love this thing so much. I have the phone and keyboard and mouse on it. You know, speakers kind of facing towards my ears to get that like directional quality. And then there's a little remote for the LEDs on the left speaker. Some notepads that I've never used before, purely aesthetic on the right speaker. No, never once used those.
That's actually really cool. I like that.
Thank you. There's a mount on the monitor. I have no idea what the mount is called, and it's off to the side, and I've been meaning to put it right behind the monitor for so long, and this is my biggest upgrade. I want a monitor, an ultra-wide monitor, that's 34 inches, and instead of 2560 by 1080, 3440 by 1440, so like the LG one, that's curved and has a VESA mount and is under $1,000. So it's a lot to ask for.
Oh yeah.
But I would buy that in a heartbeat because I need a bigger screen than this with more res. The curved seems really cool, and I need a VESA mount. And then there's just like subscribe pillow and custom keyboard that I keep for stuff.
That's hot. So
thanks.
What about underneath the desk? What do we got?
Oh god. Are you showing the picture?
Yep.
It's just a lot of duct tape. It's I guess not duct tape. It's technically the clear packaging tape.
Yeah, but still,
yeah,
it's out of sight, out of mind.
It makes me sleep better at night.
Yeah, I think it's good. maybe over time, Scotch tape would be phased out. But no, seriously, that's freaking awesome because it goes to show how you can have awesome cable management with tape.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it just kills me when I see people with terrible wire management. It's like, bro, you could do
just
it yourself.
One piece of tape takes it so far.
Oh, yeah. So, man, that's such a nice setup. And I think I love just the LEDs add such a nice touch. But I like the wall. So what? It's like wall and then like more wall?
It's like a fireplace, actually. It's
really?
a done fireplace. Yeah, that's been repurposed because I'm on the second floor, so it's not a fireplace anymore.
Okay.
And it just kind of looks like that.
I really like that because it makes it like add that 3D depth feel thing. It's God, it's so nice. I love that. So, dude, I'm
thanks, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just really jealous and stuff. But I still gotta. It's a struggle. Like I don't have enough room to do what I want, so I'm stuck in this corner. So soon enough, you'll see. I'll beat Matt in subs.
I can't
and
wait.
Yeah,
so, wow, that's
I shouldn't have said that.
All right, I'm taking that threat seriously.
Okay, well, it's gonna happen. You'll see.
It's on.
Okay, all right. So let's get into the setups. Checking out the first one submitted by Daniel, and Daniel says, "Hey, what's up, dog?" Well, he didn't actually say that, but I'm just pretending he said that. He said, "I'm 22 years old and I actually work in IT," which there you go. That's awesome. He said the desk it's in bad shape, but he got it for free, and free is good. So props
Free is
there.
Good.
Oh yeah. So he said he wants to get a new desk. It's just a matter of what desk would work for him. And he basically just talks about how, like, for instance, that piece of wood, people I know are going to make comments about it. It's a coaster. He made it himself. So it's cool. It's cool. And he also said the main monitor is actually level, even though it may not appear to be. And yeah, he also said, for those wondering about the PC, it does get plenty of airflow and has great temperatures, so you could suck it. So let's take a look here. What are your initial thoughts on this setup?
The desk sticks out like a sore thumb. I know it's free, so like free is free, but even if you just grabbed like some primer or whatever, I don't know, wood stuff very well, and just got rid of those like claw marks.
Yeah, it looks
just
like
get rid of
kitty cat.
those, and instantly it looks 100 times better.
Oh yeah, yeah. And what are your thoughts on the keyboard tray? Because for me, I don't like it.
I docked points off of usability for this because that's so weird to me. That's so like cramped and like under and like tray. I'm not a fan of that. So I docked points off of usability. But I think it does help for wire management because you just don't even have to deal with them going over the top.
True. It's true. I don't know though, because it's not like he's running out of space on top. So
yeah, that's so true.
Because like if he had like less space available on top there, I'd be like, yeah, do it. But when I see that big open spot, it's like, dude, like even those claw marks could be covered by your keyboard, or like what you have, the like a nice mat. You know?
Oh yeah,
mat with 3 mats. But you just you place that down and that will cover everything. But I definitely think getting it to basically change color. I also don't know the wood stuff, but I'm sure you have to. I don't know what kind of material it is. If you could even tear it off, sand it down, and make it black, because black on those monitors and whatnot would look sick.
Would look fantastic.
Yeah. It's really the desk that kills me. I don't think that your knickknacks are too overwhelming. I think it's fine. Your wire management is decent. It's not crazy, but it's decent. Your headphone clamp to the desk, that's awesome. I like that. Your LED, which there are cool LEDs, I give him that. That's pretty cool.
He's got the cool LEDs.
Yeah, he's got
two colors too.
Yeah, not just LEDs, the cool LEDs. So
yeah,
that's what I like, because it goes cool with the keyboard and everything. But he would look cool if your keyboard was on top. It is what it is. But I think overall, for what it is, it's pretty comforting, I would assume. Nice to sit there with your little Groot figure and stuff like that. But I don't know what the rest of the room looks like, and that's kind of my problem. You know what I mean? Like, what is to the left of it?
And to the left, that looks like nice wood too, so that probably makes this stick out even more.
Oh yeah. That's why I want to see people do like panoramic shots and send it to me, so I get an idea of like what they're working with. and I mean like the PS4 box. I don't know if you have another place to put that. That's just like me being that guy, but that's what I always do. I don't know though. I think it's just it does lack a little bit of personality because I think there is no color. Obviously, LEDs aside, it's just kind of like blah with the keyboard tray. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Would you agree with that? There's not like a lot to it.
There's really not, especially like you put that keyboard tray in and you've got more empty space than taking space.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah. And, which it brings out of sight, out of mind to a new level. Like it goes to show though, you could have nothing and it still looks like it's missing something. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's how I feel. And like honestly, he could that monitor to the right, like maybe get an arm for that, or one that connects both of them, or something, because that stand also takes up a lot of space. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just kind of makes it weird.
I also don't like how it's adjacent. Like I know those speakers obviously work a lot better if it's not being covered by that monitor.
Yeah.
But if those two monitors were side by side, same height, bezel to bezel, I think it would look a lot better.
Oh my God, that would take the setup to the next level. But you know, if you did do that, you could get another one of the monitors you have on the left and put that other one on top or something.
And drop those speakers sideways and put them underneath. Like just lay them across.
Oh man, that would look so sick. That's a good idea. I like that. So
do that.
Do it. Yeah, make it happen. Do it. But yeah, so let's go on to the next setup. The next setup is pretty cool. There are a lot of really nice setups in this episode. This next one, we'll see if it's good or not. That's what the show's about.
This guy's a trickster.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this, because this is submitted by Marshall. He's 17, so he's in our bowl game. That's cool. I like that. He's got custom PC, PS4, gaming peripherals, and a lot more. And he plans on getting another monitor to replace a small TV, and he also wants to get LED strips. So what do you think?
All right. Well, right off the bat, dark picture makes it extremely difficult to tell where you're at with wire management.
Yeah.
I can see a wire behind the monitor, but that's like just I can't see enough to really give you a 10. Well, I know we don't do those individual scores, but
yeah. That's how
I didn't give you a perfect one because I could see that wire and I can't see what else is going on. And I mean, I think the LEDs that he mentioned would help a lot, but I think the best part about the setup is like all that's going on. Like he has so much at his fingertips. He's got the tablet monitors, he's got water bottle, keyboard. He's got a lot of stuff right there. The PS4 is right to the left, speakers, they all match with the blue LEDs.
Yeah. And you know, I like his like little bin to the left. I have one just like that, but mine is like, I don't know, like his doesn't look as see-through. It looks like tinted. But at the same time, that makes me think that maybe he just like really increased the contrast on this to hide the wires, right? Because I've never seen an actual bucket like with the plastic tinted like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna jump the gun here. You know, if you're just playing a game, play the game. It's cool. It's working for you. But I like the headphones up on the wall. I like how he's got some things, you know, like poster flag thingies and stuff. That's cool. Adds a little bit of personality to it. I would like to see that one like a little more centered with the desk, because it's a little off center.
Oh god! You just brought that up and I can't unsee it.
It's gonna keep on happening. And I like he's got the wood board for the PC. That's good. He's got the little mat for his for his chair. And dude, the blue, the black, it's sick. I love it.
It looks great.
Just keep doing it. Just keep making it happen. I want each of those bins in the bucket to glow blue. Make it happen. Just go crazy. I want everything to just have blue LEDs. I want that trash can to light up.
Also, drop those monitors on a stand, and you can keep all the functionality and all your accessories right there, and it just won't look as cluttered.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Dude, the blue, I can't get over it. It just looks too good.
I love the blue.
Yeah, like look at that the keyboard. Well, the keyboard's cool, but look at that case, like with the blue fans in the front, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God. Great job, man. Yeah, good job.
It's really it's really nice. There's not a lot to say though, because he basically said it to himself. Replace the monitor, get LEDs. You know, it's the rest. It looks really good. granted your wire management may not be a 10, but it's not, dangling from the wall. So that's great. That's what we want. I would just want to see what you could do with it. Send me a picture when you take to the next level. I would love to see that. And I think that you really have anything else you want to say about that setup?
No, that wraps it up nicely.
Awesome. So let's go on to the next setup. This setup is submitted by Ben, and Ben said, "Hey yo, I am 16. I recently got a job, so he built his first computer, and here he is, ready to show it off. So let's rip him up. Let's show him what tips we have, and so this, God, simplicity is key, and I don't know. Do you believe that simplicity was like overdone here in the terms of like it's too simple, or do you like it?
My biggest problem is he has one small monitor.
Yeah.
Not on a stand. And that's just not very easy to work with.
Yep.
English. Like the simplicity of the desk, you've got a little light there for some work, you've got your keyboard, nothing extra there, and it looks great. You even got your computer up on your desk, you have so much room, but then you have one little dwarf monitor that, especially compared to that computer right next to it, looks like it's just like there should be a bigger monitor or two monitors there, and it would look way better.
Oh yeah, at least two nice sized monitors are required here. But the biggest issue, which you could easily fix because it seems as if you have a lot of room, there is something in the left corner, but it looks like you can extend out a little bit more, would most definitely be the desk. The grandma desk has got to go. It's probably really nice for a footrest, that bar. That's probably nice. But those drawers, it's like, dude, George Washington probably had the same exact desk back in his house. And I think that's what's killing it, because I love that you're showing off your PC, and I think that here is perfect. The problem is though, your desk is so small, it's taking up a majority of your desk. And it's like your hand, while using the mouse, must hit into that case like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
He's got the keyboard over the mouse pad and stuff.
Yeah.
You're crammed where you really don't need to be crammed.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, if you had more room, I would say keep the PC on top, do whatever. But as of right now, if you're going to keep it at this desk, I honestly don't think you should have your PC on top. You should be centered, dual display, relaxed, enjoy it. It's as simple as that. But
good wires, man. Great job on the wires.
Yeah, let's take a look underneath his desk. I mean, he really took what he could and made it work, because trust me, it's not always easy taking certain thick ass cables and making them do what you want. Like, seriously, look at that one cable. It's huge.
He just routes it up to the desk somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I really like the way it was done here. And I like that, it may look like that from underneath, but when you're actually stepped away, it's done so perfectly that it looks like no wires even exist, other than a couple of behind the desk that you can't really avoid. And someone said my grandma literally has that exact desk. So, thank you for saying that. And another thing I always talk about, vacuum skills are on point here. I mean, it's too often we see a carpet that just looks like someone just puked all over it. So congratulations, you know how to use a vacuum. I'm proud of you, very proud.
Great vacuum skills.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that like blanket fleece thing on the wall? It says Tony Hawk.
I can't tell what he is, like what it is really.
It's Tony Hawk, man.
Is it?
Okay. You see, it says Tony Hawk and it's a skateboard.
Oh yeah. If I twist, I can see it. Like that could work. Personality. I'm never gonna judge a personality. It doesn't work with this setup per se.
Yeah.
You've got the old time desk, new time computer, carpeted room, bland. Nice walls, and then. I don't think that it necessarily fits into the computer. It's also off to the side, so it doesn't really make sense. But, you can make it work.
Yeah. I think that the main problem with the setup is that there's nothing behind the desk. It's like there's a nice piece of art to the left. There's a nice something to the right, but it's just like that corner is so dead, and it's just, it's a little bit of work can really make this from a decent score to almost 100. You got to do the work. And I think there's another setup you'll see. I think it's the third to last one. It should give you a lot of inspiration when it comes to that. So that is awesome. Thank you for submitting, Ben. But now we're going to move on to the next setup. The next setup is submitted by Nate. I almost forgot how to say words, but Nate sent this in. And let's see here. What did he say? He wrote a lot. He is 28. He's from he's from SoCal. Wow, that sounded stupid. And he basically uses it for gaming. And he said that although his secondary monitor is small, it's ideal for playing full screen video while he games on his 1440 monitor, which is, I like that. I like good numbers. And let's see, he said that as far as wire management goes, you could see the only visible wire is the one that plugs into the wall. Everything else is cut to custom length and is hidden underneath the desk. And he also likes his mounted bottle opener for easy beer opening during a marathon session.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what is that thing on the wall, man?
Good. We're not supposed to know that yet. Not yet. And he said he's limited on what he can do as far as decorating since, get this, ready? He shares this room with his wife because on the opposite side, she also has a setup.
Okay.
So, you know,
Okay.
I honestly, when I saw the FastPass email, I said, hey, honestly, hashtag relationship goals. That is freaking awesome. So
I like this guy.
Yeah, this guy is living good in SoCal with his wife having their own rigs. So, I mean, taking a look at it and knowing what you know now, what are your thoughts?
Oh wow. Well, as you said, the wires, I think the way he put it was best. The fact that he custom fit it blows my mind. Like,
Yeah.
damn, man. You go. You do your stuff. I like the mic arm. I think that even just having the mic arm like that makes the whole setup look cooler.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wow, this guy's knows what's up. And honestly, my biggest complaint with his whole setup is what I think is the router behind the monitor. I don't behind the central monitor where you see the rows of lights.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, the router doesn't go there. That's not where it goes.
No,
maybe like
bad.
you've got that space in between your beer and your mic that you could put the router, or and then also that the right monitor. I wish they were the same size. I know he said it's ideal for video watching and like it works for video watching. A same size would look a bit better, but honestly, this setup I really like.
Yeah.
I do.
I love the desk. It's very unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's very curved and it's just very simple. You made it work.
And he uses the curve.
Yeah.
He probably has his left arm on the table while he's on the keyboard. That's
so
probably
comfy.
really comfortable.
Yeah. Man, the more and more I look into a setup, the more and more I want it. Like, there's so many setups I've reviewed that I'm like, I want that. But yeah, oh my God, he's got it going on with that clamp, the mic arm. It's the perfect spot, just the way the desk works. It must be awesome. I think everything is really, it's great. I just know he said he can't do much about decorating the room, but that freaking wall color just kills it.
Yeah. Oh God.
But I'm sure your wife would be like, listen, no, that's not
This has
happening.
gone too far.
Yeah.
Pop some LEDs on that though.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I don't think there are any LEDs in the case, but I hope so.
It looks like both of his fans are red LED. Not necessarily strong, but that's like a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
You should do more though.
Yeah.
Get
do
some-
more red.
yeah.
It would look good.
Because I think if you really get your side to like glow and just look insane, you could definitely beat out your wife in terms of don't beat your wife, but I'm talking about in terms of your setup. That's what we're here to talk about. Setup, not
Pimp My Setup.
yeah, we're
Not
not talking about anything else. No. Anyways, anything else you want to say? Because I mean, it's like the wires are on point. I mean, everything's on point about this setup. I love it.
Yeah, no, I love it, and I think red would like be a good enough color with that wall color too. Like
Yeah.
blue would look a little weird because I think it's just like yellowy, but red could overpower it. I also like how one of his pictures has a full beer and one has a half filled. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's just it's too good. All right, so what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, maybe hanging up the headphones like a clamp right next like a command hook right next to the bottle opener. That would probably be a good idea.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I wish I had more to say, but I think that he's got it going on perfectly. So I don't really have much else to add. So should we go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, the next one is submitted by. Well, he goes by a couple of different things. He goes by Fatal Backdraft. Fatal Backdraft. Man, that sounds dirty. Not dirty like sexual dirty, but like wow. Okay, painful. Let's go with painful.
I wouldn't want to be a part of a Fatal Backdraft.
Yeah. Oh my God, that sounds like a wrestler or something. I don't know. But his name is actually Sean, and he is a 24-year-old firefighter, which is really cool. And he loves to game in his off time, which that's even cooler. I mean, that's like a win-win right there.
I like this guy.
Yeah, and he wrote many words, so many I probably can't read them. But he basically said he's OCD about his rig, and he actually, all right. So here's one thing that you should know. He had his setup in I believe his living room. And what happened was he has a newborn, and the newborn was doing something to the setup. Basically, having it in the living room was not a good idea. So he had to quickly move it to his bedroom. So all of his, he doesn't have anything on the walls, but when he was in his living room, he had a lot of firefighter memorabilia and things like that up on the wall. So we're not going to knock him in terms, because he did send me pictures, but it wouldn't make sense for me to show you because it's not his current setup. But he had a lot of awesome things hung up on the wall. So in terms of theme, I mean, he did an amazing job. But at the same time, when you take a look at it, did things get out of hand? What are your thoughts in terms of, the desk? There's a lot.
Well, you see, I think there's like a lot going on this desk. It is a complicated thing to look at.
Yeah.
It's not just that's what it is. I appreciate, by the way, that he sent the extra picture for the wire management, even though it's not like perfect. He's being honest. That's fair. Sorry about the phone.
It's all good.
With the desk, I think there's a lot of stuff on the desk. I like now that I know you're a firefighter, I like the cars and trucks even more.
Yeah.
Like that clock over to the right, that looks kind of old and blech. And then the little cup of pens, you could just have a couple there and that kind of stuff. But I think the desk itself is cool. It definitely looks custom made.
Oh yeah, I love that. So he's actually in the comments right now. He's actually on duty right now, which is cool. And someone was like riding that fire truck with your PC. Like this picture of like on a call with like his PC with the but yeah, so I agree, the desk is like crazy, like a lot of cuts and things and shelves, and it's just very I love it. And I know that looking at the walls, it's so, bare, but again, when he hangs everything up, it's going to look sick because he had a lot. One thing that I find very interesting about this setup is definitely that he's got the racing wheel and everything like that, which, my thoughts on that is I'm so happy I have the Ubuntu, so I'll be able to, leave it over there and not touch this, which is, hey, look at that, it's Ubuntu. Anyways, yeah. It's awesome, but it's got to be a pain to put away, and that's why he just has it to the side, which I don't know. Does it really matter to you? Do you think that's a big deal?
I think the fact that he's not going for minimalism here, obviously he's not going for like look how little I put on my desk, it looks professional thing. So I think with the desk, it's like it's very personal, represents what he wants with it.
Yeah.
I think I like the fact that he can just slide that to the left and be like, I'm using my computer, and then be like, I want to race, and just slide it to the right and be like, I'm racing.
Yeah, I love it. And, honestly, looking over it, he did say he's going to upgrade he's going to go ahead and change the monitor soon, which is awesome. That's one thing I was going to mention. But really, dude, the whole thing is awesome. Get rid of the clock, like you were saying, things like that. But just the wire management is really the only thing I could like rip you apart for. It's not even terrible. It's just that one corner needs to be, fixed up a little. And you did, like Matt said, it was awesome. You sent us the picture, even though it wasn't perfect, you still showed us what you were working with, where other people try to increase contrast to hide it. No, I'm just kidding. But it's awesome. I like how you sent it with the Pepsi can on there, showing like, hey, this is literally how I use my setup. And it's just very, very nice. The desk, although it's like huge and crazy and stuff, it is a little overwhelming. A lot of desk space though, so I think over time it will work to your advantage. So keep it up, keep making it happen. Yeah, just wires. That's really all I could say. You have any other closing words on his setup?
Coke is better than Pepsi.
I was gonna say that, but I stopped drinking that because I'm not trying to die anytime soon.
That's a fair thing to do.
Yeah, that's
a fair desire not to die.
Yeah, try not to die anytime soon. So just doing what I do.
Okay, fair. I'm not gonna argue with that.
Anyways, let's move on to the next one. The next one is submitted by Chan, and I can't say his full name, so he said just call him Chan. So thank you for that. Chinuka. I think it's Chinuka. Chinuka Narahara something. Yeah. So basically, let's see. This is what he said. He's 17. I like the ages in this one. A lot of different cool ages. I like it. So he said he's a heavily invested car enthusiast, but he takes interest in a lot of things car related. So much like the cockpit of a car. He thought he would invest in his setup. Okay, maybe I read that wrong. Anyways, he basically says, let's see, he wants to fulfill his requirements of appropriate working space, providing a place to study, work, and casual gaming, which he doesn't do a lot on his desk. Instead, 90% of the gaming happens on the rig he built himself. Oh, so he built himself a racing rig, basically like an Ambudu. He didn't send a picture of that. Wait.
Yeah, that's picture worthy.
Yes. Maybe I just didn't see it, but I would love to see it because I think I would have said something about it. But the last thing I'm going to read is his what's to come section. A brand new PC, a custom seat, not a DX Racer crap because he hates that. He said a Bride Low Max on a custom fabricated swivel base. Don't even know what that is. A brand new monitor, actually the 34-inch ultra-wide IPS LG 34UM95.
Nice.
That is hot. A new mouse, and he will actually conceal the cables behind the wall with wall female sockets. That's a lot of work, but that's awesome. And he's been watching religiously for a long time. So Chan, thank you for being awesome. I appreciate it. But let's take a look at his setup. Yeah, now I really want to see his rig. I'm like actually really disappointed. Really I'll have to look through. Maybe he sent it. I don't know. He sent a zip, which things happen with zips. But anyways, damn, this is like super clean. And I don't know if you noticed the chess pieces. He's got.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, he's got it for his phone. Like I've never seen big chess pieces.
That's cool.
I like that. Now, what? Okay. First, what are your thoughts on the desk? Do you think it's perfect for him, or do you think it's not enough?
Assuming he has said other racing rig, and assuming that desk with those leg layout is sturdy. I don't know how that works. I don't know that kind of stuff. I think I like it. I think it works perfectly for his needs.
Mm-hmm. I like the white. I think that it goes cool with the against the wall, and it works with the LEDs. Now, let's see.
Although, imagine if it was black. I think that would look really good.
You think so?
Because contrast against the white wall.
Yeah. I think this is one of the setups that I would say yes to both. Because I do like the white, but at the same time, he's got a lot of black. Yeah. Once you go black, you never go back. I think that's what they say. And I like it. Okay, maybe black would look pretty sick. It has to be black glossy though, because this is like a glossy desk. That would look pretty sick. So, hey, yeah, I also don't like the problem with this desk for me is it kind of looks like a picnic table, right? Like I don't know, I'm not a fan of that, but what do I care? I think though the keyboard is definitely a nice touch. The LEDs are a little weird though. I don't know if they're like faint or is it just the kind of color you're choosing. You're adding a lot of white to it. But I would love to see like a straight up like powerful red or green or something. It just I don't know. I guess like
you've got the white on white. You put a color in there, match it. You've got the K95 RG or K something RGB there, so you can control those lights and match it all up. Get a good wallpaper in there, and you're groovy.
Yeah, groovy. I like it. Groovy.
Yeah, thanks.
But no, seriously, you're right though. If you already have white on white, why are you putting a little bit more white, like that tealish white into it? Put a little bit of color into it, a little bit of
mix it up.
Yeah, insert funny word here.
Shake and bake.
Yeah, wow. Is that what that shake and bake? Isn't that something else? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying things,
But anyways, the phone. If you use the phone a lot, that's cool. But I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, that's
like personal preference, you know.
You know, maybe choose between the router and the phone going there at least.
Yeah.
You know, right next to each other is like, oh, you just put them there.
Would you agree that dual monitors are necessary, even if he has a setup rig?
I do.
It's like it's lacking here, and I want to see what it would look like, because I think that's the biggest problem I'm having with the desk. It's not even the desk itself, is that the desk looks so empty, even though you have a huge ass computer on it and you have all these different things. It's lacking that other monitor. So
an ultra wide monitor would also fit this setup pretty well.
Which is that in that it was this setup that he said he wanted that. So here I am talking out of my ass.
This.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that was this. You're right.
Wow, our memory is like shot. But if that's the case, then do it. Make it happen. It's a lot of money, but it will be an amazing investment for you. And I really like those chess pieces. I don't even play chess. I would still buy that. It's just
this looks pretty.
Yeah, pretty.
Also,
awesome.
You have good, like really good cable management going all over. But behind the monitor, just like straighten those out.
Oh my god.
And like just straighten them out, man. You've done so much work probably to hide the wires, because I can't see any. You didn't give us any extremely revealing angles under the desk or anything, but I can't see any of them.
Yeah.
So just straighten those out, and then you're good. And
it's a very thin desk, so I'm sure the wires underneath are amazing. It's just those few wires that poke out with the LEDs, and it's like, dude, literally just take a Velcro strap, make it really tight, and it will hide right behind the stand. You know, it will work it will work perfect. It will work perfect. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, awesome setup. Let's get on here. We still have 3 more setups to go. Oh my god,
there's a lot of setups this week.
A lot of setups. All right, so this one,
I like these though. These are good setups.
Yeah. So this setup coming up, I think, is one of my favorites.
I really like it.
It's so good. Submitted by Jesse. It's a custom built work table. He goes through all of his specs, peripherals, things like that. So if guys are interested, let me know. I'll let you know what it is. He literally told me every little spec, which no one ever does that. So thank you. I appreciate that. Here it is. Oh my god, I love this freaking setup so freaking much.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, like, okay, it's bad when I even think the carpet is nice. It's like a heather gray.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Right? In the wood too. You live somewhere nice.
Oh yeah, you could just tell. I mean, the desk, man, custom built. That is sick. That's giving me ideas for when I do mine. Yeah, you know it's actually weird. Before we go on, you're actually your audio is fine, but you're actually frozen, and people are saying, "Hey, Matt's sleeping." I'm not even gonna do a cut here because this episode is just full of laughs. I'm actually just gonna show the setup, and I'm going to ask you to turn off your video and turn it back on.
Yes, sir.
And maybe that will work because people want to see your Jennifer Lawrence poster. There you go.
I took it down actually for this.
Really?
Yeah, I was like looking at it before, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have a picture of her right there. So I moved it to the other side of my room. Literally like 4:35.
Really? Well, I mean, we can still see the other one.
Yeah. The other one was like right behind my head.
Yeah. So like in your little crop up shot, it would show Jennifer Lawrence and everything. Hey, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Jennifer Lawrence, she should be shown everywhere. If
she's my girl.
Yeah, I'll get her on the show. We'll do a 3-way. Oh, okay.
Oh. No, go on.
Oh, this episode, man, it's okay because 10K, we could have a fun episode. It's fun. 10K. So
whatever happens in 10K stays in.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, taking a look at this setup, God, just first off, he's using, I believe, if I remember correctly, that is a Brainwaves, not Quartz, but another stand, or maybe it's another brand, but I have one very similar. Brainwaves, they make amazing, not only amazing headphones, they're the ones that I wear every episode, except for this episode, but they make amazing stands, like really, really high quality. what do I even critique here, dude? Tell me, like, what is there? You take over here, because I mean, other than that bottle on the corner of the desk, I don't really.
I was gonna say put that bottle under, like, well, obviously you can't fit it with those 2 deodorants.
Yeah.
And I kind of gave that a pass because, you know, he might be using that like to clean.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
say he spills, if like I wouldn't want to take off points for promoting cleanliness and rapid cleaning of messes. So, you know, awesome. I think that desk is probably the most sturdy thing on earth. Like, I suffer from like wobbly desk syndrome where I have to like hit the things. Oh, I know, it's the worst thing in the world. I always have to like kick the legs back like every day. It's god awful. That desk has probably never wobbled a centimeter in its life.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Good job there. And you know, the only thing that could be critiqued in my eyes is the wall color, but
really,
I'm getting a vibe that it's not really up to you.
Wait, so what don't you like about it?
I'm just saying it's kind of bland.
Really, I happen to think that it's actually I mean, don't get me wrong, it's more of like it's actually like the color of my living room, and that's what it kind of reminds me of, which is it is a little weird. I think like a light gray would look pretty sick.
Oh, that would look really badass.
Yeah, dude. Okay, and here's the other thing.
Imagine that.
Yeah, right. Just thinking about it, it's something else. Nerdgasm engaged. Where's Jerry when we need him, right? But okay, so here's the other thing that I thought was a little weird. He sent me pictures with different colored LEDs. I didn't include them, but it was weird because I'm like, I hope you keep it on red at all times.
Yeah.
Because of your PC. I mean,
the red looks really badass.
It's just, you know, people are agreeing in the chat that it is bland, and then someone else called you a jerk. Just so you know, I wanted you to know.
Hey, but screw you, man.
I do think though that it's personal preference. But if he ever wants to paint it, then I would say yes, gray, light gray, all the way. But and someone just actually Sam asked if he should put posters on, and honestly, no. It's perfect.
Too pretty.
It's oh god. I'm using this for the thumbnail. It's too good.
Except, okay, another thing. Somebody put this in the comments. I can't take credit for it. Move the sub that's in your feet's way, in your foot's way. It's in the way of your feet. Move the sub just to the right a little bit. And then this is the most nitpicky thing in the world, and no one's going to agree with me, but the Corsair, I think it's like SP2100 or whatever speakers those are, the inside trim of those speakers is actually blue. And you really can't tell, but the inside trim of that is blue, and that just makes me want to cry.
Oh, all right, yeah, get rid of those. No, I'm just kidding.
Because like obviously he's not like, those are great speakers. It's like he's got them all set up, and you know, kudos to all that. And it just sucks that they're blue. Yeah,
and honestly, the only thing I have to say about the subwoofer is it probably is a really perfect footrest. That's why I didn't say anything.
I don't know. That's pretty high.
Yeah, but
I don't like. Would your knees be able to fit there if you? You're saying so. Like,
I want that under my desk. Honestly.
So you're saying because his keyboard and stuff are so close to the edge of the desk. He's like his chair is like a foot off the desk, so his legs are straight out on that.
Yeah. Right. It's dude. Everything about this setup is too perfect. I want like it. I need it.
Fix those speakers.
Oh, God.
I can't say that.
Hey, it's not me saying it. Take it out on the other Matt.
It's me. It's technically me.
Yeah. Anyways, that setup's too good. You win the game. Next setup is submitted by Rodrigo, and he lives in London. God. And he didn't say age or anything, but he said,
need to.
Yeah. Look. Okay. This setup is nice. But there's a lot that I would change. But at the same time, there's a lot that the way I want to put it is I love the actual setup, but not the room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. That there's no room for a bigger desk like right where he is, and he needs a bigger desk right where he is.
Yeah.
And like, because it looks like the wall goes back a little bit. Mm-hmm. You can't really work a desk with that, and the room just gives off a totally different vibe.
Yeah, it's like picture this setup in the room just before this. Amazing.
Oh yeah, no, that would look great.
But when you have the
flowers.
the flower tree branch things behind on like a very yellowish Winnie the Pooh room. It's like, no, it doesn't.
Versus aggressive red racing.
Yeah, like look at the like seriously, look at the little birdie in the bottom left compared to like, you know, mean racing, you know, like it just doesn't work. Things like, no, you know, even though it is a small desk, it fits everything perfectly.
You could Photoshop this desk onto another room and it probably would have gotten an insane score.
Oh yeah. And I feel bad because most people can't do much about it, but he didn't provide his age. So that gives me the idea that, like, you know, maybe he really could just make it happen. And a lot of people are saying that, how does he even use the mouse and keyboard? Well, I hope you guys know he's probably just showing it off. Like, I'm sure he doesn't keep it like that. Like, he's like, you know, sitting in front of his desk and he's like, oh my God, I can't even. I can't even. So
I wonder where he puts those things, though.
Yeah,
it's probably a big hassle to put them away.
Yeah, like in the other setup with Chan, I was like, well, not Chan, with Sean, I was like, where do you put it? Like when you're not using it. Luckily, he has the room for it, but it doesn't look like Rodrigo really does. So that probably sucks. And Carl actually made a good point. It's probably not, you know, Winnie Pooh yellow. It's just the temp. But yeah, even then, it clashes away. It just doesn't work. Just get rid of that poster, man. If you are younger, tell your mom for the sake of Pimp My Setup, just please.
For the sake of, tell her exactly that, actually.
Yeah. And then she'd be like, I love that show. Yeah, let's do it.
Like, yeah, I watch every week. No problem.
It's my favorite show ever. But yeah, so I actually have to find this other email that I didn't save. Probably should have did that for the last setup. But then again, this person sent me like 800 different emails. Okay, I think I found it. So let's move on to the next setup. The final setup. This one is a little bit different. For some reason, I feel like this guy was on the show already. But maybe I'm just tripping them balls.
You be tripping.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I remember seeing a picture of it. He did a lot to it, a lot. So I give him props. He really cleaned it up.
Oh, sorry if that sounded bad.
I kind of heard that, but I doubt it.
I did not realize that would make noise, and I was like,
just snapping your neck in half. Yeah. But anyways, this setup, you've made progress, but a lot of progress has to be made. Because your feet, your legs, your knees are probably the most uncomfortable they've ever been. Because that's definitely not a good footrest. I think that's like a little mini fridge. I think. Is that a mini fridge under the desk?
Yes, I believe so.
So
somebody's saying there's a gun.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. People on this show, that for some reason they find the gun in every setup, and all they do. Oh, now my phone's going off. But yeah, now people just want to say like, hey, gun. Is there a gun on the monitor?
I don't see a gun, dude. What?
People just say.
Gun on the monitor. Guys.
You're making us go crazy.
Want to get that checked out. There's no gun on the monitor.
Yeah. One thing that I think is very weird is the TV cables. Is that a Velcro strap? I can't zoom in, but it looks like there is a Velcro strap there. Which
why? That probably looks worse with a Velcro strap like that.
Yeah.
Than just going straight down.
like at least use it correctly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, put it up and like make it one.
It's just, I mean, it's still too messy, and it looks like you're trying to show off that you got like, you know, 2 laptops, your computer, you got like some like Rock Band. No, those aren't Rock Band drums. Those are actual like electronic drum set. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could take it from here. I'm done.
You know, there's a lot of improvement to be had here. You know, wires were mentioned. The overall layout, I don't really know what's going on with that center computer, if it's a computer or a monitor. I can't really tell.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, pick a side, first of all. Pick a side of the desk. Going on that corner, I can't imagine it's comfortable in the first place, let alone look good. I'm trying not to be mean.
No, it's hard. This is actual feedback.
the trash can in the bottom that just is totally open, do something with that.
Yeah.
Put a better trash can there. Get a black bin. Maybe just cover it with spray paint it. I don't know. The mini fridge, you don't really have room for your feet. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you just spread eagle straddle the mini fridge while you're working?
Yeah.
It's got the MacBook to the left. I think if you move that more to the left, maybe put it to the right because he's got that other laptop to the left. I feel like I don't know what's going on enough to be able to really improve it.
Yeah, I think what would be good. Well, what I really like about the setup is the placement of it. It's like it seems like a very cool hidden cave sort of thing. I like it. And the desk, I actually think that's my desk, which is pretty weird.
Really?
Kind of. It's got, the 3 drawers on the right and the 1 drawer on the left with the big door. That's just how mine is. Very similar. Probably not the same exact one, but it is very similar. So I see that and I cry because I'm like, God, you could make things happen. Put like that desktop on the right side, keep your laptops on the left, have the TV right above. That way you could watch TV. I don't know. It's just like you need to figure out what you want to use, what you don't want to use, and figure out what side is going to be for what. And from there, you'll be good.
You could put that monitor and the keyboard, move the clock and that stuff, get out, and then put the computer right under the TV, straighten up those wires, and then leave the left side for the Mac and the whatever other laptop that is, and then, you're already at least a little bit more groovy.
Yeah. Is that a Sony Vaio?
Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce it, so I didn't try.
Yeah, that's throwback. I don't even think they make those anymore, if I remember correctly. But now
they use those in all the law TV shows and stuff. They all have Vios. Yeah.
I know. Fun fact of the day. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But yeah.
Okay.
So
they're saying there's a gun in the drawer. There's, how would you know, man?
Have you been to this guy's house? Okay, that's just one of the ongoing jokes that I'll never understand. But hey, it's it's actually because someone had a gun in their set. It's a long story, but anyways,
I just got played.
Yeah, it's okay. There's a gun in the fridge. Thank you for that. That's really good to know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. This has been crazy. I think it's probably one of the best episodes yet. And I think it's because of this host that we've had before, and actually the first host to make 2 appearances and the first host to ever be on the first episode, which obviously no one else can do that. That's you.
That's me. Hey guys.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming back on. I appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
I'll have to have you on again, and you'll break another record. So
you know what? I'm down. Next milestone.
Yeah. Okay.
Call me up.
I got you.
50K next week.
Okay, dude. If it was next week, I would fly you out here to celebrate. We'll have fun like that. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into episode 16 of Pimp My Setup, recorded live on January 26, 2015. My name is Matt Philly. Check me out on Twitter at Matt Philly.
My name is Matt Schaefer. You can check me out at Twitter at MSTechYT.
You're still like struggling with the username.
I've had a bunch of different usernames, and
don't you still have the .com that just goes right to your YouTube?
Yeah, MSTechYT.com. Right. I pay like $8 a month for that some god.
Oh my, $8 a month.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I get a receipt from GoDaddy like, hey, you refreshed your order, and I'm like, oh God.
Why? Stop that. You could pay $8 for a year and have it go right to your YouTube.
True. You know what? I'm going to go cancel it.
Good. Do it, because GoDaddy sucks. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. That's probably, there goes my sponsorship opportunity. It's okay, though. I wouldn't want them to sponsor me. So now is the point of the show where we're going to actually go over the points to see who won. So here we go. The first setup, Daniel got a 62, followed by Marshall with the 77. Ben got a 69, and Nathan got an 81. Sean got a 69, and then Chan got a 76. Jesse got a 91, and Rodrigo got an 86, followed by Joey with a 46, which means our winners just so happen to be Jesse and Rodrigo. Yay, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Which you know, and here I am, I'm being that guy. Kind of wish Nathan was in second place, but
I forget who Nathan was.
he had the bottle opener.
Oh, I liked Nathan.
Yeah,
I
I'm
liked
sorry,
his setup.
Nathan. It's just we just it's Matt's fault. But anyways, okay, so now we're gonna awkwardly cut to when we were saying goodbye because we forgot to do it.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the Flippity.
Thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow at Pimp My Setup on Twitter for the latest info about the show. And check out swashin.tv/schedule to know when we'll be live again. Stay up to date with Matt Philly by following him on Twitter at Matt Philly. And until next time, we'll catch you on the Flippity Flop.